welcome to our review of Allegiant, not the Divergent Series Allegiant, because Allegiant is just a much better title. Connor, what is Allegiant about?
Allegiant is about Triss and her friends living in Chicago, and they're trying to escape the wall to leave the dictator or whatever thing. They find nuclear terrain, they find other people.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter, don't see it.
Yes. So Yuri can tell what he thinks. Yes, I agree. This movie's awful. It's terrible. It's so bad. I mean,
this is coming from a fan of the first two.
Yeah.
I loved Divergent. I thought Insurgent was great. This was awful.
See,
This is awful.
I think I find Divergent a guilty pleasure. I thought Insurgent was meh, or just the more and more I thought about it, the less and less I liked it. But this film is so terrible and awful. I mean, God, it's so predictable. It's literally like every other young adult novel. Yeah, you just think, okay, wait, no, isn't this the Scorch Trials? Is this just not the Scorch Trials changed a little bit? Because I swear it's the exact same thing. It's an evil organization.
I didn't see the Scorch Trials because I hated the book, but
yeah, it's just like the Scorch Trials. You're looking at it like, are we watching the same movie? Is there no originality here? Is there nothing? Because that's exactly how it feels. The dialogue is terrible.
It is. Oh my God.
Oh God, just Miles Teller.
Miles Teller's lines are awful. Miles Teller was awful. I love Miles Teller.
He's
one
awesome.
of my favorite actors.
Whiplash, he's amazing.
Yes, he's my second favorite child actor. Oh, never mind, because my top two are 18-year-olds. But one line I don't really need. Just mild spoilers.
Myra, just skip 6 seconds.
Skip 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
So Miles Teller made a deal to betray the Triss just so he'd get like a penthouse and stuff. So he says, "Where's my penthouse? I want at least my penthouse, please."
When he's talking to the wall, hoping it would open.
At least give me a room on the upper floor. At least a bunk bed. First of all, that line was awfully executed. Second of all, what was that line?
It's so bad. Another guy. I know that you think Miles Teller was the worst. I think he was terrible, but not the worst by a mile. The worst in here for me was Ansel Elgort. I swear.
Worst.
I don't know what he was thinking. What was his thought process? Was he thinking, oh, I'm going to try to make it as blatant, as just boring as possible, and then I'm not going to have any emotion, and then I'm going to completely abandon the character that I had in Insurgent and Divergent, and then just sort of be some sort of stoic, boring person. Is that what he thought? Because I don't know.
I think he was just like, okay, I'm just going to walk around, get a good paycheck, my one line. Maybe he's just a terrible actor, and everyone wanted him because he didn't do anything. He had like 2 lines.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was good in The Fault in Our Stars. I mean, he was fine in Divergent and Insurgent. Well, that movie was a step down itself, but I don't understand what he was thinking. It's so unsubtle. Okay, skip 30 seconds. I'm going to spoil 2 things. One, they're so yelling, the new owners of Chicago are as bad as the old ones. Literally, Shailene Woodley says. She directly says, oh, looks like it didn't take long for them to make the mistakes of the last people. Can you not be subtle? The crowd reactions from the people. And then they also make unsettled. The new organization is bad. First off, you should have predicted that. The Scorch Trials, I mean, it's literally right there.
You should have predicted that by Jeff Daniels in the trailer saying, we're going to capture her, shut down her ship, and then her going, we're going to save the city. That spoiled the movie.
Exactly.
That spoiled
the trailer
the movie.
spoiled the entire movie.
You didn't need to skip 30 seconds because that's the only spoiler in this movie.
That they spoiled in the trailer.
They spoiled it in the trailer.
I don't know. What's wrong with this movie? Again, the acting feels forced from everyone. Like, every single person. I mean, the only actress that I thought was good was Shailene Woodley.
No, she wasn't good.
You didn't think she was good?
Jeff Daniels was meh.
Are you serious? I thought he was terrible.
I thought Jeff Daniels was meh. Everyone else was totally for. Yeah.
See, I thought that Jeff Daniels was terrible. I thought he was phoning it in. Not as bad as I thought he looked in the trailers, but I thought he was still bad. He was just sort of like, Triss, why do you ask? I just feel like he had slight anomalies in his voice, but besides that, it was basically the same thing that he was saying. And then also, I thought that Shailene Woodley did great. I thought that she is the biggest highlight in Divergent, biggest highlight in Insurgent, and again in here, because I think that she actually tries, unlike Miles Teller, and she's clearly forced into it, and she clearly is just doing it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
But she also tries at the same time.
Okay. There's a scene where, mild spoilers, you shouldn't care. They pretend to kill Caleb, and it's so blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
Caleb falls, and he just shoots like here's Caleb, and this is where he shoots.
And then they believe it. The
And
guys
then they're
believe
like,
it.
Like, I'll take care of him myself. Pushes him into a bush.
Like, that isn't obvious.
Shoots like barely above the bush.
Yeah.
And then like the guards like and walk away.
I don't know. It's just...
The green screen. Oh my god. It was so awful.
It's just the CGI too. I mean, there's one scene where Shailene Woodley is getting detoxinized, and I think that was undone.
Oh my god.
I think that they just like they were in the middle of it, and they're like, we're a week from release. I don't really want to add more on the budget. Let's just be done. Because that's exactly how it felt. You're like, that doesn't look real at all. That looks completely fake. It
looks
terrible.
It looks like she was a plastic doll, and someone covered her in like orange hot glue.
It's terrible.
That's what it looked like. The first 20 minutes were awful. Oh my god, the first 20 minutes was like execution. This happened, and the same thing happens again, then the same thing happens again, then the same thing happens again, and then finally we're getting somewhere after 20 minutes. It's just
I didn't feel that way, actually. See, to me, here are some of the goods. I'll go over the goods. I disagree with that. I think it was well-paced for the first, third.
What?
For the first third, I thought it was okay paced. After that, it fell into crap.
Awful pacing throughout, but the first 20 minutes was especially.
Okay, I thought that the first third had decent pacing, and I liked the score. Sometimes I just close my eyes to listen to the score throughout the movie, just to not look at the movie, just to cleanse myself from that atrocity, just to listen to nice score.
The score just felt like the exact same score as Divergent and Insurgent.
This whole movie felt like the same movie as Divergent and Insurgent.
No, it just felt much worse.
It felt like, see, to me, Insurgent felt like Divergent, but worse. Allegiant felt like Insurgent, but worse. What's Ascendant gonna be? Oh, God.
Okay. Another thing that I have to say is there's this... I'm not done with my bad, so I can't say my goods yet. There's a scene where a dude thinks he's gonna die, and there's like 20 people surrounding him, and about to shoot him, and he goes, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
You don't say "uh-oh," you go, "ah," and run.
Yeah.
Or hide, or try to get cover. You don't go, "uh-oh."
Yeah.
And then just stay there.
Also, I felt like Triss and Four had no chemistry at all.
They didn't.
They felt like two wood blocks trying to have chemistry. They're just like clunk, clunk, nope, clunk, clunk, okay. And that's why they had so few scenes together. Because no chemistry at all.
Yeah, one of the worst things about this movie is the terrible editing. I'm not kidding. This is one of Jeff Daniels' lines. Like, we need to stop Triss. And in the middle of him talking, it cuts to Triss.
So bad.
Like, did they try? Did they actually try to make this movie without did they try? Did they really? I think they did this in a week. I don't think they did anything.
It's such a bad movie. Don't see it. Don't even think about it.
Don't.
I can't. I don't understand this movie at all.
I have to say my two good things. There's a 5-second running up wall scene, which is okay. And
I thought it was executed terribly, but it looked okay.
Yeah. Nuclear terrain looked pretty cool.
I didn't like the look of it.
Really?
I thought
it looked kind of cool.
I thought that the water looked like Kool-Aid, and it didn't look like blood to me. It just looked like Kool-Aid.
It wasn't blood.
What was it?
It was water after radioactive. It was radioactive water.
Yeah.
Radioactive liquid.
Right. But to me, it still just looked like Kool-Aid.
I
I'm just like, yeah, okay, you guys are running along Kool-Aid. I don't care. It's raining Kool-Aid. I don't care. Can we just end this movie, please? Because it's boring and it's cliche.
Oh, God.
And oh my God. Allegiant, I'm giving a 2.9. Don't see it.
I'm giving Allegiant a 1.6.
1.6, yeah. It's just...
Awful movie. Awful.
Bad. Alright, now the two movies we're comparing it to are Divergent and Whiplash, when Miles Teller actually tried acting. So the first one, Divergent, like I said earlier, to me this is a guilty pleasure. I don't think it's a great movie. I don't even think it's a good movie. To me, I found it enjoyable. I thought it had decent directing to the point that I was entertained throughout the entire movie. Shailene Woodley, I thought, was fantastic. Like, I thought that was the one role that she's slowly gone down in trying during the series, but that was the one role that she actually did really well on.
Yeah.
And I thought that...
Miles Teller was great, too.
I thought he was okay. Honestly, I don't really remember him much. He didn't stand out to me.
He stood out to me.
Yeah. And then one more thing. I sort of felt I hated all the acting in the movie is the thing. Other than Shailene Woodley
Yeah,
and then
Thor-
Miles Teller, I remember
Thor
being
is a
okay.
terrible actor.
Yeah, I mean he's slowly gotten better throughout the series. That's the one thing that's gotten better than the series. But still, he's a terrible actor in the first one. He's just like, I don't just want to be dauntless. I want to be nice and kind. I'm like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
You're not selling it. It's just, yeah. But overall, I think Divergent is a good movie. I think that it has great spectacle on the world, and it makes you sort of feel the town of Chicago. I liked it. I felt like it went down, but it's a guilty pleasure. I give Divergent a 6.9 out of 10.
I agree, actually.
You agree?
Yes, I agree in the fact that it's really enjoyable. I agree that Thor had awful acting. But Kate Winslet was great.
Yeah, she was good.
I thought Kate Winslet was great.
She was missing in
that.
Allegiant.
Yeah. She should have, like, come back to life.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Spoilers for Insurgent, but whatever. It's been out for a year. So, yeah.
Yeah,
It
score?
it was really... Yeah, the score was amazing. It's not one of my favorite scores, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Whiplash is my third favorite film of all time. I want to talk about that now.
Wait, what would you score for for Divergent?
Divergent, I give a 7.
Divergent gives a 7. Alright, so Whiplash. Connor.
Amazing! I love
It's
Whiplash.
so good.
Okay,
It's
from
wow.
someone who loves music and someone who also loves movies, the score is one of the best. I think it's the best score I've ever heard.
Soundtrack. Yeah, it's a great score, great soundtrack. They kind of combined score and soundtrack in there,
Yeah.
and they sort of made it a balance. And that's why it couldn't be nominated for Best Score at the Oscars, because it was more of a soundtrack. Still, it's amazing. Like, just... I bought it, like, right once I got home after seeing it, I bought it. Just because I love to listen to it. I listen to it all the time. The main song, Whiplash, it's
Yes.
such a great song. It goes so well with the entire movie. Let me just say, okay, you said third best film. This is my 13th best film. The ending is so good. It's just a
Yes.
15-minute drum solo. And I like to listen to the song just to remember what happened in the movie. It's so good. It's just everything in that. The directing, there's no writing in it, but still the writing of the cues. The cinematography is beautiful. The music is amazing. The editing, the cuts. This
Yes.
movie is a darn near perfect movie.
I find
It's
it perfect.
so great.
Like, okay, I remembered my other favorite score, E.T., but that's my... Yeah, I love E.T., and there isn't really comparing to E.T. for me.
Yeah.
But holy crap, this score is my second favorite. It's amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
god, Miles Teller's actually drumming.
And
that
he's-
is actually Miles
yeah.
Teller drumming.
It's amazing. And
J.K. Simmons was amazing.
yeah, he's so good. I mean, like, wow, it's as if a guy escaped from Alcatraz and went to go teach music.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
it felt.
J.K. Simmons, I have seen him in comedies. He's
Yeah.
mostly in comedies, but in this, holy crap.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and let me just say, this movie is the kind of movie, it has fantastic directing to the point that when I saw it in theaters, I did not think of a single other thing. That's rare where I'll go into a movie and, like, my brain will be completely enveloped in the movie. That's how I felt.
That's the opposite of Divergent Allegiant, because
Yeah.
during Allegiant, I literally, half the movie, I thought of, I have homework. When will I do my homework? Will I have homework next week? I may have an essay next week.
Oh, yeah, the movie.
Yeah, this is boring.
Yeah.
This chair is... I like this chair.
Yeah.
That's me during Allegiant.
Yeah, but Whiplash, I mean, I saw it in
Whiplash,
theaters. Edge of my seat through
I was just
the end.
staring right at the screen. The only problem I have is, even though this is a 10 out of 10 for me, and even though this is perfect, I still have one issue. I can almost always predict car crashes. Mild spoiler, sorry. I can almost always predict car crashes in movies. I've never seen a car crash in a film that I have not predicted. And I predicted the car crash, but only right as it happened. Normally I see it, like, from a minute away, like, oh, car crash coming.
Yeah.
And there's a car crash.
Yeah, see-
Blindside.
Well, when I watched that and I saw the car crash, I was just, my jaw dropped, and I had my jaw drop for a minute or so. And the fact that he got out of the car and continued going is insane.
That was amazing.
Yeah, so my score for Whiplash, 9.75, darn near perfect film.
Whiplash is amazing. Must see it right
Yeah,
now. Right now, see
I
it.
honestly don't have any issues, but to me, I thought that the writing isn't perfect. It's amazing,
thought
but
the
it's
writing
not
was
perfect.
perfect.
But to me, that's the only thing. It's such an amazing film. It's so entertaining. It's enthralling. Sound editing, sound mixing is fantastic. go see this immediately. It's a film, I don't think anyone won't enjoy this movie, or at least, I mean, it's not the kind of movie you enjoy, but it's the kind of movie you watch and you're excited about, and you're entranced in the movie. It's amazing. 9.75. He already
10.
gave a score. 10. Yeah.
Amazing.
All
so
right.
Whiplash, Divergent, and Allegiant. I'm sorry you can't see that, but it's so low that you can't see it.
Here's mine. Whiplash, Divergent, Allegiant.
Yeah, Whiplash, amazing. High up here. Divergent, Allegiant to the floor. Actually, it's to like the other side of the earth. But,
All right, well, that concludes our review of Allegiant. I'm Robert Burke.
and I'm Connor Gilbert.
And this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.